So recently I recorded a guest solo for my friend Tom's YouTube channel, which is called Elevated Jam Tracks, which you should absolutely go and check out if you're looking for quality backing tracks to practice guitar to. I'll leave a link down in the description box below. And there's something that I played in that solo that I thought would make for an interesting video topic today. Now, this isn't something that I'd ever tried doing in my guitar playing prior to me writing that solo, and it's not something that I'd seen other guitar players do myself. But I will say that I'm not trying to claim I've invented something new here. It's just that I hadn't seen this done before, and I was experimenting when I was writing that solo and thought that this would make for an interesting video topic. So, as the title of the video would suggest, this is to do with tapping notes that you bend. So here's the section of that solo where I do exactly that. Now I'm basically visualizing two major triads on the first string set here, a B major triad and an A major triad. Here's the B major, and here's the A major. Now when I first sat down to write that solo, I was playing things like this. What you just saw there is a country guitar technique called a fake pedal steel bend. And it's designed to imitate the sound of a pedal steel guitar player playing, beautifully harmonized lines where they're sliding in and out of certain notes whilst holding other notes in place. That's what it's trying to imitate there. So for that first B major triad, to play it the fake pedal steel way, we've got the major third of the triad on the G string, the perfect fifth is on the B string, and the root is on the high E string. And we're gonna bend into this note on the G string here. That's how I'll typically play these fake pedal steel bends, as I will bend up into the major third when I'm playing major triads, of course. So to finger that, I would bar the B and high E strings with my pinky to get the perfect fifth and the root note covered. And then I'd use my middle finger to fret the major second of B, because we're gonna bend this note up by a tone so that it's matching the pitch of the major third, which is the note here. So let's hear all three of those notes together. Now really, I should have brought a telly to do this lesson with, because the thing about strats is once you bend a string, then all of the strings are pulling on that bridge and you kind of lose a bit of the pitch for the notes that you're holding down. But I think it sounds all right for this, so that's what I'm doing for the B major. If you're going to play that the fake pedal steel bend way, you're bending up into this note. And then I did the exact same thing when I moved down to the A major triad. Again, it's the same shape of triad here. First inversion major triad on the first string set. It's the same deal with how I play that. Now, in the finished solo, I took that fake pedal steel bend idea a couple of steps further by first removing the perfect fifth, which is the note found on the B string. So I'm taking this note out of that, so that I'm just left with these two notes. The major third on the G string and the root note on the high E. And then I also add in another major third, an octave higher on the B string. So here's what that looks like. So there, I was playing the bend up to the major third on the G string, then picking the root note on the high E and tapping another major third, an octave higher this time, on the B string. And I did exactly the same thing when I moved down to play the A major triad. But eventually what I settled on doing by taking that one step further again, was instead of tapping the major third on the B string, I tapped a note that was a semitone or 1 fret lower than that, and then bent that tap up by a semitone, which sounded like this. So what you get there is a really nice sounding harmony between the major third of the triad played an octave higher and the root note. So essentially these are the two notes that you're hearing there. It's just that the major third is played here, and then the root note is on the high E string. Now, unfortunately, you lose that major third on the G string when you bend that tap, because there's just not enough space between the strings to bend that tap up without hitting that G string and effectively muting it. But still, I really like the harmony that you get between that major third and octave higher and the root note. Members of bulletproofguitarplayer.com have instant access to the downloadable tab files for that solo that you heard me play in the intro in both Guitar Pro and PDF format, and you'll also find that Elevated Jam Tracks backing track linked on the website. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.